Myself and Senator Donnelly have introduced a bill, and the bill is really very simple. What it does is allow the commission that's in charge of this to go forward and actually approve, whether or not we're able to do this. It doesn't cost the taxpayers any money, no expense. It just really allows the commission to go forward and say, yeah, this is a good idea, this is where we would put it, and then kind of go from there. And then at some point, Congress would actually approve, what they came up with. But this is the first part of the planning process, and I think it's so important that we recognize the sacrifice of the men and women that served, and then also their families. These are always family events. I'm very optimistic, and we're going to talk a lot about it. We're going to be talking to fellow senators, about the importance. And I think at the end of the day, it shouldn't be any problem. Senator Wyden, that was in charge of the Committee of Jurisdiction, waved it right through. And so, again, he was very helpful. So it's just going to be everybody working together. In these days of really extreme budgets and things, recognizing that you can't spend a whole lot more than you have. Certainly the fact that it's budget neutral, that it doesn't cost anything at this point, really is very positive. And all of these monuments, regardless of what they are, once it's decided where they're going to be, land is allocated, then those are taken care of, by the public. So it's a great, it's a great public-private partnership. I think it's very important, that we do in a relatively short period go ahead and get this worked out, because I've had the opportunity to see our World War II veterans as they come from Arkansas and things, and many times they're escorted by family members. And you can just see the gleam in their eyes, and again, as they realize this was done for them, but also the families. And the other thing that it does is it gets them talking about their experiences, during the war and things. And these are things that we shouldn't forget. So there's lots of positive stuff so we just need to, to move forward and get this thing done. And the good news is I think there'll be a tremendous amount of support for actually getting it done. The National Desert Storm Memorial Association has been very, very helpful, and our veteran service organizations are very supportive. And so, these are the real neat things. We hear a lot about all the contentious stuff that goes on in Congress. These are really the fun things to work on, because when it gets down to honoring soldiers and things like that, honoring families of soldiers, that's not a partisan issue at all. And so those are very good things, and so I think it's exciting. We're going to work really hard in the next few months to get this thing done, and hopefully be able to talk about the future.